Welcome back to another Film Geek Movie Spotlight, and I am so excited to be back doing Spotlight films. I really love doing these videos because I get to talk about the movies that I like and, spread the word and try to get others on board with liking these films, and I just love doing that for you. I mean, I do really enjoy doing the new movie reviews also, but sometimes, man, it is just such a breath of fresh air to be able to talk about movies that I already really enjoy, and I don't have to say anything negative about them. That's one of the bad things, honestly, about doing the new movie reviews, is that I have to, sometimes I have to say negative things about the films, and I don't really want to, but I have to. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, if something has something sucky about it, it's my job to let you, the consumer, know. And at least, it's just my opinion. Maybe you like it, maybe I don't. That's just the way it goes, right? But anyways, the important thing is that I'm back to doing movie spotlights, and I couldn't be happier to talk about today's film, and that's 1993's My Boyfriend's Back.
Oh, hi there. I'm Murray. Murray Brickman.
Johnny Dingle.
Nice to meet you, Johnny Dingle. Oh, look at you. You're a mess. Just crawled out of the grave, did you?
I guess so.
Isn't that something? Been a long time since anybody came back from the dead. I think the last time was Thanksgiving, about 15 years ago.
My Boyfriend's Back is directed by Bob Balaban, and it's starring one hell of a cast of you've seen them in a thing actors. Andrew Lowry, Tracy Lynn, Danny Zorn, Edward Herrmann, Mary Beth Hunt, J.O. Saunders, Matthew Fox, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Austin Pendleton. A teenager wants to take his dream girl to the prom so bad he comes back from the dead in order to do it. My Boyfriend's Back marks the film debut of Matthew Fox and Matthew McConaughey. It also would have been Renee Zellweger's first film too, but her scenes were cut from the film. Adam Marcus, the director of Jason Goes to Hell, was originally tapped to direct the film. However, Touchstone Pictures' parent company, Disney, didn't like the idea of a first-time director taking on a film like this, and replaced Marcus with Bob Balaban, who had already directed a horror comedy, Parents, in 1989, and had experience in the genre. My Boyfriend's Back was released August 6, 1993, and it grossed just about $3.3 million on a $12 million budget. So unfortunately, the film was a massive financial failure. Also, too, critics on the old Rotten Tomatoes, they don't care for this film either. It is currently sitting on Rotten Tomatoes with a critic score of 14% and an audience score of 45%. So the audience score is at least a little divisive. I mean, like I've said before, comedy's subjective. I find this film funny, and a handful of other people I know find this film funny, but, not everybody's gonna like a goofy screwball film like this. So what do I like about this movie? The first thing I want to talk about is the amazing look of this film. The movie really excels at making it look like a comic book come to life. I mean, yes, there are transitions in the film that go from like a comic book-like style and then transitions into a normal film style. But the thing that's really cool is that the movie really utilizes a lot of really awesome camera angles and such that really drives home that comic book feel. Also, the movie utilizes absolutely beautiful matte paintings, and they also just really make this film look like it's another world comic book. The vibe of this movie is really awesome. It almost feels like it's an homage to 1950s horror movies. Something in the vein of like, I Was a Teenage Werewolf, or I Was a Teenage Frankenstein. Yes, that movie exists. It is out there. 1957, I Was a Teenage Frankenstein. In the UK, it was just called Teenage Frankenstein, but I swear to you, this movie's real. And this film is a lot like that. It's got a very goofy, fun tone to it, and I just absolutely love that. And you can also tell that the cast is having a great time. One of the things that I think the cast excels at in this film is line delivery, because the dialogue in this film is absolutely ridiculous, and I don't even know how these guys even were able to deliver their lines saying something like this.
I understand that your boy is a zombie.
Yes, that's right.
Well, he killed and ate my boy today.
One thing that's really funny about this film is the fact that the song My Boyfriend's Back by the Angels is never even heard in this film. it was in the trailer when the movie was being released. I know this because back in the day when I was working at the movie theater, we showed this film. And that's actually how I saw this movie for the first time, was back when I was working at the old AMC at a mall that no longer exists. So I guess the AMC theater doesn't exist either. But anyways, I digress. I loved this movie from the second I saw it. I told all my friends about it. I really wanted to see this movie go on into the world and be a massive thing. So it didn't. And now, 30 years later, I'm finally getting around to talking about it. Almost 30 years later? Wow, damn. This movie is going to turn 30 this year. So if you're curious and you want to check out My Boyfriend's Back, well, you can currently find it for rent on Vudu, YouTube, Amazon Prime, and Google Movies. And also, too, if you're a subscriber of Amazon Prime, I have seen it streaming on there for free, so keep your eyes open because they shuffle their films all the freaking times. Okay, guys, well, that brings us to the end of another Film Geek video. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.